Peter is robbing Paul, Wall Street is robbing y'all. Robin is not in the hood, the Batman misunderstood. Swinging for picket white fences, living this life senseless, dollarless, all of this we invented. So our demise rises before our eyes. It's like a volcano eruption on a minuscule island. The minutes move blind, time passing like it's left lane driving. If you pass it, then you might miss the action. Just a verse full of verbs that you've heard thus far. We band together aid, trying to close up scars. But it's way too hard when infection is apparent, cause the kids never get any direction from the parents. And we live in a city where protection isn't guaranteed, even when police are on the streets. If you're there with me, you know this is the moment when the hopeless are copping guns. So we floating in the open, just hoping tomorrow comes. HTC.
Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle.
My eyes dry, but that's due to evaporation. I'm through with the admiration. It's truthfully sad to say, but my duty is not creating a place inside of this pavement where babies crying can maybe see better days than we're facing. Never say that I'm racing, but time is working against me. I spend a lot of time around the hoods like Mitzi, so forgive me if I'm really disrespectful to your suburbs. But freedom isn't here yet, and greed is now the buzzword. What you eating is absurd when there is still a famine here. In the crooked letter, yo, I am having a banner year. Waving my green flag, we going and never breaking. With only a few good men left like Kevin Bacon. But that is all we need to succeed. Where the fat niggas perish and the skinny niggas bleed. And you wonder where we get our sorrow from. It's always here in the air where we're hoping tomorrow comes. Tell them again. We need to succeed. Where the fat niggas perish and the skinny niggas bleed. And you wonder where we get our sorrow from. It's always here in the air where we're hoping tomorrow comes. HTC.
You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty.
Is it my turn to get the tourniquet? The pain I feel is worse than a verse can ever convert to them. My younger niggas burn a split, my older niggas turn a fifth to the sky till it's dry. The addiction to prescriptions really hard to deny. Yeah, it's always been an issue of our self-preservation, and my homie Bane would say we in the self-medication. So I'll doctor on your shock and give you proper forms of treatment. The symptoms, what you seeing, the disease is underneath it. So I do spoken word and an ibuprofen verse. So your eyes knew I was different when your ears showed you the first sentence written had a hint of wisdom. Hitting by southern slang, I just call them like I see them. Saying by another name is making you turn against one another for pocket change. And they try to make you think capitalism's not to blame. Well, it is. If you just follow my tongue, then you'll see where the hope for tomorrow will come.
The kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give you the future and old age and security. By the promise of these things, groups have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill their promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy,